Now, today we're looking at what happens when public records, simple math, and on-the-ground questions collide in parts of New York City. Nick Shirley and Dr. Oz spend time in Flushing, Queens, walking blocks and walking into facilities that bill Medicaid for senior care. The numbers they pulled from government data tells the story. What they found on the street and inside the building tells another.
So I'm going to blow your mind. You ready? Hold on tight. Double-digit number of pharmacies. How many pharmacies do you need on this little strip of terrain in Flushing? Come on, I'll show you this. You can't even believe this is true unless you see it. There's a strip there. There are more than half a dozen pharmacies, back to back to back. The question is, how many pharmacies do you need back to back to back to back? Now, if I was running a restaurant, I might think about it because it's, a food court. This is like a pharmacy court. So, we got one here.
One right there.
Number two, another pharmacy. Again, the question becomes, how many do you actually need? Another pharmacy. I'm losing track, but there's
now
more.
We're at 4.
Yeah, it's like a game show.
So right here we have another adult daycare. Look
Across
at this.
the street.
Across the street.
And again, more pharmacies.
More pharmacies.
I mean, after a while, you start to realize something's not right. And then you actually look at the books, the finances, which is my job, and we see billions of dollars being spent on social adult daycare, which it seems inconceivable. The spot we just walked into, they have 15 people. He says they see 25 people a day. What if I could run a business that made millions of dollars and seeing 15, 25 people not doing anything except playing, video games and mahjong and some yoga?
And another adult daycare right there.
Yep. After a while, it's almost clutters your mind to mention more. There's more pharmacies.
Another pharmacy right there. Yeah, another one right there. Another pharmacy right here.
Come on, we're double digits now. It's like the kids in the back of the seat pointing out the obvious. Everywhere you look, there's something having to do with healthcare. And what again is mind-blowing is there is no way you would build a facility, a street, and think you'd have more than 10 pharmacies on it. I don't think you go anywhere in America and think that was normal, unless there was a cash cow business that was feeding into it, which again raises our concerns that there's something that doesn't meet the eye. And look around, these folks tend to be from China and Korea. They don't want us here. We're from the outside. They don't share our culture. Getting these folks to talk to us about what is going on here has been really difficult.
We have another pharmacy.
Of course.
And essentially all these people need is a medical beneficiary number, and that is worth more than any credit card that a senior can give anybody.
Some of the drugs in these pharmacies cost more than a car. Think about that.
Wow. Notice how many of these places sit right next to each other on one block. Multiple pharmacies, multiple daycares. When the same small stretch of sidewalk keeps producing the same type of businesses over and over, it usually means the money is moving in one direction and the actual service is moving in another. Now, Dr. Oz says it out loud. This doesn't look normal unless something is feeding off of it. And, these videos, they don't seem to be loaded properly. Anywho, they didn't stop at the sidewalk, They started pulling actual billing numbers.
So I started this investigation on these adult daycares in Flushing, Queens, and I go to this first location and they're like, well, we're losing all of our clients because this daycare is offering kickbacks. And I said, well, is the fraud real? And they say, yes, the fraud is very much real. And so then I kept digging and I went to this next location, and at one location they had 7,000 patients, more than 7,000 patients, and they were billing up to $12 million. And it's only one-story building.
Wow.
On the second floor of a building.
Wow, Nick. I mean, the video is stunning. And then you have, a great co-pilot there in...
Oh, wow. One small building claimed over 7,000 patients in a year. That's roughly $1,600 per name on paper. The whistleblower plot is what actually matters here. Other centers were losing clients because this place was offering kickbacks to pull people in. So the fraud isn't just on the billing side, it's on the recruitment side too, apparently. It's crazy, man. The money creates its own demand. And that's not the only place running numbers that just don't match the square footage.
Annual checkup. What are the odds that the day Nick Shirley shows up to have an annual checkup? The odds of that happening are very, very slim. So you guys received $5.5 million in 2025. In your peak day, you guys have 341. Yeah, right here. So how come one day you guys had 348 beneficiaries?
No, I didn't answer. Can you give me permit?
We don't need a permit to film. But do you think there is fraud taking place here inside some of these daycares, ma'am?
Can you give me your ID? Everybody, can you give
me your ID?
Yes, sir.
Give me your ID.
Yeah. Okay. So give each other your IDs then. Give her your ID as well.
Give me your ID first.
No.
So I'm not gonna give you my ID. My name's Nick Shirley. I have nothing to hide. For you guys' benefit, it would help if you guys could just answer.
I don't want the benefit.
I don't
What's an
understand what I just said.
What's
$5.5
million?
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Are you guys committing fraud by chance?
No.
To give you an idea of how insane this is, they're claiming to serve 348 patients in one day. So how big of a practice would you have to serve almost 350 patients in one day? Well, the average doctor can serve about 20 to 30 patients per day. This is based on the amount of time that's in a day. So to serve 348 patients, you would need about 14 full-time doctors seeing 25 patients each. So I don't think this practice has 14 full-time doctors. So the actual facility itself would need a lot more staff. You would need about 100 people working full-time at this location to be able to serve 350 patients. You need about 15 or so physicians. You would need about 20 to 40 rooms and nurses. Front desk, you need about 8 to 15 people, and you need other support to manage this kind of facility. To give you a reference, this would be like a large urgent care facility in a major city that works with extended hours. It's just impossible. These people are very clearly stealing from us. They're very clearly committing fraud. And it sounds like they're getting over $5 million a year.
358 patients in a single day at what appears to be a modest clinic. Most regular doctors see 20 to 30 people in a full day. To hit 348, you need a full medical staff working in shifts with serious infrastructure. Instead, you get a staff who can explain the volume and starts asking to stop, rolling the cameras. The funding came through anyway. Now we get to the good part. When the numbers get this far apart from what's physically possible, the conversations tend to get shorter.
It's what they're saying, because I'm the owner, but I'm not doing kickbacks.
Because then we were doing some numbers and it said you guys made $12.9 million in 2024. And which is a lot of money, and then $2.1 million for transportation companies.
What is it?
So you guys billed $12.9 million, and then out of that $12 million, 10 was for adult daycare and 2 was for transportation.
Yes.
And so they're saying they're giving kickbacks.
No, we don't. So where?
Where?
Who told you that?
Well, the other daycare, because they didn't want to give us kickbacks.
Yeah, because we don't offer kickbacks.
No kickbacks.
No kickbacks.
Do you think it's true that a lot of these daycares are committing fraud?
I heard some other daycares are doing fraud, but we don't do fraud thing.
On to
Where
daycare?
Did you come from?
Where'd I come from?
Yes.
Oh, I come from around here.
Yes.
We're just concerned about where our tax dollars are going. So, and how come you guys are the daycare that receives the most amount of money here in Flushing, Queens?
We have a lot of members.
How many members do you guys have?
I don't have to tell you.
Because here it says you guys have 7,899.
Where did you get this information?
Oh, it's actually from the public databases of CMS and HHS.
So I have to tell you the number?
But this place doesn't look like it can hold 7,000 people.
Can I have an ID or something? You're asking me some about...
Well, this is public information because it's public tax dollars that you guys are receiving.
I don't have to tell you, right?
Yeah, but do you guys have 7,000 members, for instance?
No, we don't have 7,000 members.
Okay, well, that's what it says. You have 7,899 in 2024, and then so that's not true.
7,000
Yeah.
members?
So are you guys overbilling then? Because you guys are getting paid per patient $1,600, and that's how you guys got $12.9 million in 2024.
I don't know how they calculate, but I don't remember all the numbers.
But did you have 7,000? I think you'd remember if you had.
No, we don't have 7,000 members.
So, how come you guys billed for 7,000 people then?
Do I have to tell you?
Well, you $12.9 million on 7,000 patients, and you say there's not 7,000 patients. Are you committing fraud? Like, are these numbers wrong?
Leave, please, sir.
$12.9 million?
Sir.
That's a lot of money.
Leave.
12.9 million. All right, we will leave. You could have just answered the questions. Now,
I said I don't want
now
to.
people are gonna be wondering if you committed fraud.
I said I don't want to, but why you keep asking me? I said I don't want to tell you the information.
Well,
and why?
These are taxpayer dollars, so.
So what? So I don't have to tell you the.
We're sick of people defrauding our taxes. This guy received $12.9 million, and right here it says they had 7,899 patients.
We then left, and the same guy came downstairs.
So you watch what happens the second the public CMS numbers hit the counter. The response isn't, let me show you, our records. It's, I don't have to tell you anything. Leave. The data isn't from some random website. It's the same government system that sent them the money. Now, when the explanation is shorter than the billing total, the math is doing the talking. That's all I'm saying. But they kept going. And this time, Dr. Oz was there with him in person.
This is a war on fraud, the likes of which you have never seen.
So we're here inside this block. This is primarily Chinese and Korean areas right here. So right now we have some people doing some Tai Chi over here. Our tax dollars are paying for old people to do Tai Chi here inside of New York.
So you might wonder, is that the best use of dollars, or are we better off paying for life-saving treatments in hospitals?
Look, right now we got the people panicking behind us.
Yes.
Are you the manager, sir?
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Hey, how are you?
How are you? Came to learn some Tai Chi.
Yeah. How are you?
How are you?
So what's the main reason that a senior comes to a social adult daycare center versus staying at home?
Yeah, because they need the social. Because a lot of the senior, they just alone other people.
So there's some social adult daycare centers that have gotten in trouble because they're not doing the right thing for the seniors.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. But I think we are very good because we have a more space and more time when more patient to take care of them. Maybe they don't have more patient.
And who owns this facility?
I'm sorry?
Who owns this one?
My boss.
Your boss? Yeah. Does he own other ones also?
I'm not sure. Yeah. But I only know that one. Yes.
And what's your boss's last name?
It's Jay.
Jay?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you happy here?
Yeah, I'm happy here. Yeah. Sorry, so I have a little busy. I downstairs have some little trouble. I gotta go check. If we got good, I'm just, yeah.
Can we help you? You okay?
No, I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
I gotta check the downstairs.
All right, thank you very much. Fraudsters are on high alert, and when they can't answer the questions, that does say something as well. Like, this guy could have simply answered the questions. Who knows if he actually doesn't know English that well? Could be a tactic that they know. For instance, they used it in Minnesota with the Somalians to not speak English and then be able to run away.
No, he just ran away. You watch him there. He claimed there was an emergency downstairs. I don't think there's a downstairs there. I think it's a closet. He ran into a closet with the argument there was a problem downstairs, which didn't seem to be real. And then he ran right back and out the door. So something's wrong. He did not like it when we started asking his owner's name.
Oh, there he is. I thought you went downstairs.
Yeah, I'm just pick up.
There is no downstairs. There's only an upstairs.
He's going upstairs. I think when he realized they were asking about his owners and other owners, and he didn't want to share the owner's name, I don't think Mr. J is an owner. And I don't know about you, but if I was running a business, I would know who the owner was. So I wouldn't check my phone to see what the owner's name was. It just, none of it adds up. But this is the kind of thing we're dealing with. He's not going to tell on the people that he's working with because he's obviously making money in this job. And that, his owner may be innocent. I can't even tell. But because you can't tell right from wrong, good from bad, it really hamstrings law enforcement. So we've got to either shut these things down or figure out how to ensure that they're telling us the truth.
Yeah, man. Even a direct question about who actually runs the place gets an unclear answer. In any normal operation, handling millions in public funds, in public funds, somebody knows who signs the checks and who answers for the results, right? Here, the chain of command suddenly gets foggy the moment accountability walks through the door. The fog is pretty expensive, too. Now, what you just watched isn't complicated. Government data shows massive billing. Physical locations show limited capacity. And staff responses show very little interest in trying to close the gap. These programs were sold as help for seniors. So when the money flows through, when the money flows faster than the verification, the help gets replaced by the paperwork. And the records are public. The questions are basic. The answers are still missing in a lot of places. So, if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to put, we're going to find it. Y'all be safe. Oh, I'm sorry. For nothing is hidden that will not be made manifest, nor is anything secret that will not be known and come to light. That's Luke 8:17. Now, be safe and go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.